Peace and blessings, everybody. It's your girl, Wendy Zizzo, here with Nappy Red and Kirk the Jerk. We is Awareness Academy 411, here to give you the 411 on, just things going on in the world. Give us a little bit of your love, like, share, subscribe, go on YouTube, give us some love. We here for y'all. We're here
Yeah.
to share what we know as well, but we here for y'all because we have to give y'all the 411. Everything is for educational purposes only. Do not try this at home, and if you do, it's on you. And if it don't apply, let it fly. And that's what we do. So how y'all doing, guys?
Peace,
Pretty
peace.
good. Peace.
Doing
What's up?
good.
What's up?
Peace. I
Long
Okay,
figured
so
my
we
time.
got
my my, my lighting was off. It was my wrong camera.
so we got sound off time. So what's today's
Huh?
Yeah,
sound off?
yeah. Yeah, I got a couple of topics for the sound off.
Oh, we
The
got
first one,
a few things. So let's start
yeah.
off with the sound off. Red, take it away,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, this I got a couple sound off. One sound off is about the hair, the synthetic hair that you know what I'm saying, the
Uh
girls
oh.
use, the women use, some men use, you know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure that because they talking about this lead in it and different type of stuff that cause cancer. So we
Hell
definitely got
yeah.
to check on that because I was looking at a news clipping and they was talking about that synthetic hair is hurting us.
Yeah,
Like, you
I
know what I'm
heard
saying? It's
about that.
definitely hurting us and everything. And
What's the
like
other sound off?
the other sound off is the Department of Education. I want to talk about that a little bit. So we're going to get into that, the Department
Yeah,
of
we'll get
Education.
into that part. Yeah, but
Yeah, but
with the hair part,
yeah,
well, number one, synthetic hair is made from plastic, right?
yes, yeah,
So anything that has to do with plastic, no good.
yeah,
AKA polyester, Akron, all these. Like whenever you look at your tag, if it don't say cotton, don't put
yeah,
it on your body. If you can avoid putting anything but cotton or linen on
yeah,
your body, that's really, oh, and wool. Like
and war,
those
yeah,
are the top three right there. And the most interesting things about those three fabrics is that they hold a high vibration. So we'll get
yeah.
into that vibration part. I'll get into that, but there's something that our ancestors knew. That's why we use cotton and linen and
Yeah.
wool.
Okay,
Okay.
so how about real hair? Like you know what I'm saying? Like people, the ladies that use the real hair, that's
I
more
mean,
suitable.
well, I would say it's the lesser of all evils, but there's still a processing that they put that
Process
hair
good.
through.
Yeah,
So they still do something to it. Then you also don't know where it's coming from, where it's being sourced, but it's really just if you're gonna use hair, use human hair. It's a little bit
yeah,
more expensive, but you're less likely to deal with all the extra chemicals. I mean, in real talk, just wash it when you get it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
Facts.
even I don't even wear my clothes like straight popping tags off and putting it on. Like if I can avoid that, I do. Like I wash
Yeah,
my brand new clothes when I get them because that smell on it, like that's chemical,
yeah,
from the
yeah.
factories and shit. So especially underwear. Like you buying underwear for the first time and you just cracking it out the pack and putting it on your
Okay.
butt. Like you don't know what that chemical came from. That smell is on there. Like
It's supposed to be washed. A lot of people
supposed to
don't think
be.
that. You're supposed to
Yeah,
wash it before you use it, but what people
yeah,
do is they grab the underwear and just throw it on.
Oh, people think, oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'm popping tags. Yeah, I'm the shit. Yeah, you the shit, and you
yeah,
also
yeah.
absorbing a whole bunch of chemicals into
Other
your
stuff.
bloodstream,
Yeah,
because your
yeah,
Hey,
skin
exactly.
is your biggest organ.
and one quick random thing, fellas, you supposed to wash your hands before you pee.
Ladies too, but
No,
y'all
because you
y'all
see
are doing
guys,
more
let me
skin
go
on
in and use the
skin
bathroom. They
contact.
don't
Like
wash
we
their
have
hands.
a tissue buffer. You know,
Uh,
He said tissue buffer.
it's a tissue buffer. Like it's something in between. Like y'all just go straight for the. I'm touching it. You know.
yeah. Not even consider that you touch every goddamn thing on the way going to the bathroom and your hands are super dirty. Now you touch your thing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
A lot of people don't think of that. They just say,
They don't
"Oh,
think
well, I
of it.
washed my hands after I touched my thing, like your thing was dirty in the first place. It should have been clean. So
Probably
you should be able
was
to
dirty.
wash your
Not yours,
hands and
but
then put
there's
your
some
hand on your
people
thing."
out there. But what's crazy though is when you gotta pee real bad and then you go run your hands under some water. Oh man, you should carry some hand sanitizer, something. You know,
burn your
sanitize
shit
your
off.
hands before you touch your meat.
Right?
But back onto with the hair thing you was talking about though, this stands for a lot of different even products like
Even drinking bottles, plastic bottles.
Yeah, I mean plastic, the microplastics and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It gets into our systems and it's causing havoc and all like the microplastics epidemic is insane right now. Like there's just so much that's happening and we don't even know the effects it's gonna have on our bodies, let alone the environment.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like,
and we got to look out for EPA because the government they gutted EPA. So who's going to be responsible for making sure that we have clean drinking water?
Yeah.
Or making sure that the water companies are being regulated for making sure that everything's supposed to be working properly. But now, a lot of these companies are being gutted by our current government right now, and it's sad because these federal agencies' budgets are extremely small. So.
Well, yeah, of course, the things that matter the most are going to be the smallest, just like the Department of Education.
Yep, very small budget.
Something that matters a lot.
But see, I'm liking what he's doing, sort of a little bit, not all the way, because at least it gives the curriculum to the states now.
No, that's not true.
But
that's not true.
It was already
it was already regulated.
Had control over their schools.
No, the state already had control over the curriculums already. That's why in Florida they don't teach Black history, but in New York they teach Black history because the state has its own control. But here's the problem: the reason why it's important is that you got Head Start programs that most Head Start programs in America is federally funded. It's not funded by state. So what's gonna happen with those?
See, I just got an email that I can come up with a curriculum for schools out here now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the states that's doing it now. Now I can talk about Black history. I can talk about different stuff now on there. And
the state's
Virginia.
been able to do all that, but you know what it is too? The federal regulation aspect comes in when they oversee, like, when they're looking at the scores, what type of testing that they're doing, like that stuff feeds the federal numbers or whatever the case may be, so that way they could determine who gets what, but I mean,
it never worked perfect anyway. It never was a perfect.
It was definitely never a perfect system. Yeah. What bugs me out is the people that's talking shit about the Department of Health and the quality of education. Y'all came out of that too. So that's all I gotta say. If you wasn't the type of person, like I'm one of those people. I chose to educate myself. You know what I mean? And y'all too. When you got on books and you started learning your own shit, like you ain't just lean on that.
That's another thing, because I'm in the school system. You got 8th graders that read at 2nd grade level. A lot of them. I know. No, this is no joke.
But is that really the school's fault?
Because I'm looking at it, the teachers don't care no more. The teachers is there for a paycheck. When we was going to school, teachers used to sit and teach us. I see it every day, and plus it's throughout. I think all the education. These kids is so bad, they cannot teach. They can't teach. I guess some of them want to teach, but you got 5 to 6 kids in the class cursing and playing music.
I blame it on the parents too, though, because your parents were the reason why you sat your ass still and listened to the teacher.
But see, also with the parents now, you got to look at the kids of this generation. You got Generation Z,
Gen Z,
and Alpha B. Now those kids is from crack babies having babies.
Crack babies that had babies. Yeah,
exactly. So now,
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but look, it's just saying it that way.
No, but it's real. It's real, because I see parents come in to school, they smelling like weed. They
look like a retired crackhead.
Look. They think their kid is the best shit on earth and everything, and you showing them on video, yo, this is what your kid is doing. No, that's not my kid. That's not how you act. The education system is fucked up.
Now,
It's
listen, my mom's works around the education system, and she said she was picking up. This is, I think, a junior high school.
Mhm.
She's picking the kid up. I think he's like 6th grade, and before he hops on the bus, he's smoking a blunt
Yeah, that's a
and
fact.
jumping on the bus. And then
Yeah,
my mother shut him down, like, "No, you ain't gonna do that no more, because I don't want to smell that shit."
yeah.
That's
But
wild.
it's so crazy that the junior high and middle class and middle school, they are off the meat rack. Like these kids is totally different to what we are used
I wonder
to.
what really is the source of all that though. Like, I mean, it's 100%. I'm gonna put more of it on the parents, because a lot of these parents are hands off, and then at the
No,
same time, you got the system making parents scared to discipline their kids.
But the
no,
system
no,
is
no,
also
no, no,
making
no.
parents too busy to even
It's
monitor the
not
kid
even
because they have to
that.
work 2 jobs just to afford
No,
nothing.
no. It's not even that.
That
Because you
part.
got the ETP people. They sitting home eating steaks and lobsters and seafood while their kids go to
They
school.
don't have to
The-
work. They don't have to
no,
work or nothing like that, because in New York you
nah,
have to work
no.
unless you're
That's
disabled.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
In different states is different. Like
Yeah.
Virginia, like these people, they cater to slave mentality.
Yeah,
And that's how
I
they
believe it.
keep them and everything. Now you sit there in the administration in the schools and stuff, right? I asked them, I was like, yo, why you don't discipline this or why you don't do that? Well, with the federal government line, we can't do this, we can't do that, and we can't do that. So that's why I
Okay.
say with the states a little bit,
It
it
got a
give
little
them
bit more power
Yeah, a
than
little bit
before.
more
yeah,
control.
yes,
They got no more money going to them now. That's it. They wasn't getting
and
all
that's
that.
the bad part.
Yeah, because New York City wasn't really getting that much money from the government, but
Yeah.
places like Virginia and certain places in the South, damn near half their budget is whatever the government gives them. So it's kind of
Yeah.
sad because now they're
It's
gonna
gonna cut
suffer.
it.
And you know, student loans also go through the Department of Education. But guess what they're
Yeah.
gonna do with student
So
loans?
I
They're
seen
gonna give it to
the press
SBA. They don't give it to
conference.
small businesses. They're gonna give it to
No,
small business
listen, I was
handle
hoping
student
that they
loans.
would fuck with them student loans, but the
To
student
cancel
loans are
those shits,
still being
right?
handled
Yeah.
by the government.
Oh,
Nah,
yeah.
the
Yeah,
government ain't
SBA,
gonna let
small
go of
business.
their cash. Nah,
But
nah.
yeah.
SBA
But
gonna handle it. So now when you
but
got to call for
also,
student loan, you call a Small Business Administration.
so
Yeah.
this is what I see. This is my opinion. Nobody else's opinion. You know, I think now since Trump doing this to the educational, go get a tutor, homeschool your kids now.
Who can
Basically,
afford
that's
that?
how you're gonna come up, because learning in these schools, the teachers is like this. Well, I already got my
I mean,
education.
listen.
I'm gonna just
Who
pass the
could?
buck.
But
No, I'll
but
go
the
a
average
step
person
further
can't
now.
afford the.
The
Yeah.
homeschooling, you can have more teachers now that can start their own homeschooling
Yes.
business.
There you go.
Yeah.
There
You
you
know what I
go.
mean?
That's it.
Listen,
That's it.
there's always a positive to everything that's going on. Like everything
Hold on.
that's happening
Yeah.
happens to serve both
What,
sides. A double duty, right?
Yeah.
And
what
there's
do you
something
mean start the
positive going to
homeschool
come out of
business?
this. Like even Trump signing the executive order to end segregation, right? So
Yeah.
we waiting to
That's funny.
see a business put up a sign. Please,
Yeah.
go ahead,
Mhm.
go ahead.
None of you N words. None of you N
Or
words
even for
allowed
me,
here.
like my job, right?
Yeah.
I want you to tell me I can't come inside. Please tell me, an official, that I cannot enter. Because then I'm like, oh, okay.
But the question is, why people still
911.
question if Trump is racist or not? That is extremely racist policy right there to get rid of, and then get
They
rid of
want to
Black
make
History.
America great again.
And here's the issue I have with the whole thing that they was trying to do with Florida. They was trying to put a Black History curriculum in Florida, but they added the LBGT with it. We're not.
Yeah.
That's not fair. And
Listen,
for the first time, I agree with Ron DeSantis. That shouldn't even be in the school
it
because it's
shouldn't
supposed
be.
to be about
Honestly,
Black
if you're
history
not going
now,
to teach,
not your
if
sexual
you
preference.
no, if you're not going to teach real American history, which includes Black history, if you're not going to
Yeah,
teach that, and I'm gonna go a step further, teach real Black history.
yeah.
Who were we before the slavery?
But see, but
Who
they're
were
not
we
going to
Talk
teach
about
before
that.
the
that?
slavery.
But I'm saying,
They're
if you're
not.
not going to teach that, then don't teach LGBTQ
Yeah,
either.
because see, we lost out on that because our great grandmothers, our mothers' mothers, those are the ones that could have teach us about real Black history. Is nobody here to teach us about real Black history no more because they gone now.
Well,
You
that's
might
what the
got some
critical
of them.
race theory is.
That's
No,
true.
but
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
critical race theory is. And my point is that if you're not going to teach critical race theory, then don't be teaching kids about LGBTQ. Because realistically, kids should not be learning about American history in any capacity until they get
Yeah.
into high school and college. They should
Yeah.
not
No,
be
but if
learning
they
nothing
want to,
about George Washington, Christopher Columbus, the Pilgrims, all that.
the
No, they
Indians,
shouldn't learn none of that until they get into high school and college because number one, it's affecting their self-identity, right?
Yeah.
If you're teaching these young black and brown children that their ancestors were enslaved people, and then you're
only.
teaching these young white children that their ancestors was a massa, that's gonna cause on a psychological level,
Yeah,
subconsciously,
that's what they do.
it's gonna cause a
That's
self-hate.
what they do.
And
That's
they're doing it on,
what they
and
do.
the whole thing is that I've said this before on other podcasts. We are dealing with a government that are master psychological manipulators. These
Yeah.
people have studied psychology
Yeah,
to a point
exactly.
where they have people that can project their consciousness into someplace or remote view somewhere all the way in another part of the world. People are like, oh, remote viewing, what is that? That's when you have learned how to meditate enough that you could project your consciousness to see anywhere in the world, anywhere.
Mhm.
And
Or you could, or you
there's
could just use
they
satellites.
unclassified the CIA documents. You know,
But
people think
but
it's a joke.
yeah,
Or you could
but
just use satellites. You could just use technology to watch everything, like Elon
yeah,
Musk is doing.
but also
Well, I mean that part now, but
yeah,
this is we are the technology.
but
You
but
know,
see, but that's what the civil rights movement was. When Martin Luther King found out later on that it wasn't for us, it was
We
for
shouldn't have integrated.
everybody else. It was for everybody else. White people, Irish people.
Chinese.
It was for him. Then he said, hold on, wait a minute. This is, you know what I'm saying? They play that game. That's why I like other countries, because other countries try to tell Black people who they are. But we
Yeah,
don't
they
really
do.
listen and everything, because a lot of people keep saying, just like I was talking to this young dude, he was like, I didn't know we was all from Africa. I said, we not all from Africa. He was like, what do you mean we ain't all? And I
We're
had to
not all
really
from
break it
Africa.
down
We
to
a
him.
Not
lot of us
directly.
are from here,
Not directly.
indigenously from
Maybe,
here. But I
maybe
mean,
in
at
hundreds of thousands of years ago,
yeah, I'm
yeah,
about
but
to say
not
at
in
some
recent
point
time.
we
No,
all was in Africa, but
but not in recent time.
but
Yeah,
over
I
yeah,
get
the
what you're
yeah,
saying,
like
Red. You're
thousands of
100% right,
years,
brother.
there was Black people here in North
yeah,
America.
exactly.
Thousands of years ago, we were still here, and we was here before the so-called Indian Native Americans, the ones they
Well,
call
we
Native
are the
Americans.
Native
Exactly.
Americans.
No,
Like
we
the
not
Native
Native
Americans
Americans.
No,
that
we're
Native
not Native
people used to
Americans.
American.
see
No, you don't want to
they're
say.
mixed.
No,
No,
when
no,
you
no,
say
we're
you
not
Native
Native
American, you
Americans.
take away the Native America was only created to say that you was here before the white man. That's the
Yeah.
exact reason why they
All
created
right,
Native
so
American.
indigenous,
So we was
is
here
that
before
better?
the Native
Indigenous,
Americans.
yes. Indigenous,
Indigenous
yes.
sounds better, yeah.
Yeah,
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 we are indigenous to North America as well, but
yes.
But we're indigenous into the whole, and this is where I try to tell everybody. I said, when they say you're from Africa, just say you're from everywhere. You know why?
Yeah, yeah.
We started every civilization across the whole entire globe.
everything,
There's people that look
everything.
like us and some
Yeah.
type of statue or some type of information
Yeah.
anywhere on the globe, anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's us.
So
It's
Speaking
us.
we could say we from anywhere.
speaking
And
of statues,
yeah.
so Trump talking about the Statue of Liberty, ship it back, right? Which is
Yeah.
insane. But I did want to bring awareness, because you know we Awareness Academy 401, to people that don't know that the Statue of Liberty was commissioned as a celebration to the free Black slaves.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was once Black people became free, when the enslaved people were freed, they commissioned the artist to make this statue, and it was specific. That's a Black woman
Yeah.
that was in chains, and people
Yep.
can't see that there's still chains at the bottom of her feet.
Of the feet.
Like you can't
Yep.
see it. Like a lot of people didn't even know. Like I knew, but I didn't actually see a picture of it till recently. But there's broken shackles at the bottom of Lady
Her
Liberty's feet.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
before she turned green, because she's made of copper, she was copper, right?
that's
So
right.
then she turned green from the oxidation over time. But that was
Yeah.
a Black woman. That was a black woman, period.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
and that's the
And
funny
that's
thing.
ours. That's supposed to be ours, not a symbol for all immigrants to come and say, "Oh, I'm at the free country." No, that was
Yeah.
made to celebrate black people having
Black
their
people.
freedom.
But the hypocritical
But they're
part
not
of
gonna
it is
teach
that
that.
France is the one that had the perfect racism that they created apartheid with South Africa, even though
They
that they
came
gave us
here to
that
study
statue.
what we was doing here to go create
Yeah.
that apartheid.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
we created the people here, the dominant society here created more of a sophisticated system because we lost our identity in Trump. At least the people in those countries, they still have their identity, but they still pray and worship something that doesn't look like them, which is insane.
Well, then it's the
When they
same
pull out
thing.
when they pull out a deity that look like some guy with buttermilk skin complexion, long hair,
Listen,
blue
it
eyes,
bugs
or
me
whatever.
out to
Is
see
that
African
buttermilk?
people praying to a white Jesus. That just bugs me out. I'm like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I still see
Christianity.
it, yo. I still see it to this day.
Listen,
I be
I
feeling like,
remember
what?
years ago working with some gentlemen that came from I think Ghana or other countries in Africa, and they were like, "Oh, I don't understand why black people here is so lazy. They don't do XYZ and da da da." And I said to him, I said, "All right, I hear what you're saying, but you're on the outside looking in. So let me ask you a question." He was like, "What?" I said, "What color was your teachers when you was in school and you grew up and you was going to elementary school and high school? What color were your teachers?" He was like, "Oh, same as me." I said, "Okay. Now imagine you're a child being taught by a white person and you're being taught that white people used to
They did
be in
everything.
charge and own you,
Yeah.
own
Yeah.
your ancestors. Don't you think that would be sort of a mind fuck for you as a child?" And he thought about it. He was like, "Yeah, I could see that." I said, "Okay, now on top of that, now you have a system that's built to favor one over the other, right? Or having these certain laws put in place that just so happen to always target a certain demographic." And I basically broke it down to him to look at it from that perspective. And by the time we were done in the conversation, he changed his tune. Because, like, if you can just imagine yourself, like, everybody here is the way that they are because we're a product of our environment, right?
Yeah.
And the people from the outside looking in, they don't see the environment. They just see the glitz, the American dream,
Yeah.
and they come
Like
here
picket
with the
fence.
ambition, with the number one goal to do XYZ. We don't have that type of mindset because just look at our education alone. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
God,
Just
they
like
don't teach. Y'all didn't learn finance till I got into college. I was like, what the hell is that?
Rule of 72.
Y'all was
I
so
learned-
tight. Like, why not learn about finances in high school?
I learned about finance on the street. That's how I learned about it.
Shoot.
How to
That's
I
save
hear
your
that.
money, make money.
But
And
financial
everything.
literacy, especially in this country, is the most important thing to
thing.
learn next to
Yeah.
your health, because this is a capitalistic society.
Mhm.
So capitalist society speaks what language? Finance. So if you
Yeah.
don't know the language of finance and the tools of finance, you already set up to fail.
And not even just to know the tools of finance, also have the mindset of finance, meaning that the way you think. Because
Yeah, how you look at money. Yep.
being so I had the luxury of being around wealthy people, just out of a conference, just having small talk with them. Their small talk is big talk, meaning that I was like, damn, I got to step my game up. But in this case, since I don't know much of what they're talking about, I'm a fly on the wall. I'm just listening to them. And the way they talk about money and the way they talk about, I'm gonna go buy this Saturday. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get me a Lamborghini. I wasn't really wanting one, but I think I'm gonna go get one. Even though these guys are not super wealthy, but the fact that they say they're gonna get it, and now their brain is just working towards getting it, instead of them saying they can't afford it or it's too expensive. Too expensive never come out of rich people's mouth. They said, "Nah, I don't want to pay for that. That's too much money for that product, but I don't want it." But they would never say they can't afford it or it's too expensive. So it's all about mindset.
Definitely a mindset. Well, mindset
Because-
is number one.
Because your brain shuts down. Once you say you can't afford something, all right, your brain stopped working. Now it's not going to figure out how to get it. But if you say, damn, let me see how I can afford that. Now, even when you're not thinking about it, your brain is subconsciously just figuring out, we could do this, we could do this, we could do Peter to pay Paul, whatever we have to do to
Yep,
pay
whatever
get
it is you gotta do.
we're going to do
Yep.
it. Because you
Start
let your
creating
brain
a way.
continue to think. Yeah.
Listen, people don't
but-
understand how powerful your mind is. What are you gonna say, Red?
Yeah. No, but I'm saying that's a hustle. That's a
Yeah,
hustle. Like white people
he
taught us how
knows.
to hustle. White
Yeah,
people taught us how to fight. White people taught us how to go to war. So we learn all of that and everything. But you got to put in and be like, okay, they teach us this, how this is going to benefit me. You got a lot of people that don't that don't got knowledge yourself to see how they can do this. You know what I'm saying, the right or legal way. You know what I'm saying. You can still make your money and everything. The our
The
government
library's still
is
free. God damn it.
yeah.
Oh,
But
wait.
look,
Hold on a second. At the moment,
yeah. But look, our country was built on stealing and murder. So that's what they
yeah.
taught us. They taught us how to kill. They taught us how to murder. They taught us how to steal. They taught us, but
Mm-hmm.
they do it when the Caucasian people do it. It's called what is called. This dude was just telling me. It's called white collar crime. When we
Yeah.
do it, it's called a whole different type of crime, robbery,
Oh,
5 to
black on
7.
black.
But
And that
yeah, yeah, but
misconception of the black on black. Oh, my bad. You got it, brother. I'm sorry.
no. But I'm just saying when we do when they do robbery, they get probation or
Yeah.
1 to 2 years. When we do robbery, we get 10 to 20 years. They throw
The
away the
difference,
key.
but the difference between their robbery and our robbery is their robbery sometimes just be sitting behind a desk, and our
No,
robbery sometimes
no,
be
but
in your
No, the
face.
ones
that's
sitting behind the desk are the ones that be taking the most money when they do a
Yeah,
robbery.
right.
yeah.
They
But
deserve,
look,
Like,
but it's
like
white
the
collar
ones that
though.
African,
hold the gun, they getting a few thousand.
yeah,
They think
yeah,
about it, they get a few thousand and they gonna spend hella years in jail because it's violent.
yeah.
When somebody
No,
is still
African.
violently hurting you by taking your money while pressing a button on the keyboard.
What was you gonna say,
African
Red?
told me this. African told me this. He said, "Y'all black people in America, y'all rob stupid. We rob
Yeah,
with a pen, and y'all
100%
rob
agree.
with a gun."
No
So
Well,
argument.
them scammers,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
No
yeah.
argument.
And see, that's what I'm saying.
No argument for me.
When people talk like that, a lot of people don't like. I paid attention, and he told me this in '84, and I was like. And then
He
I
right.
did the knowledge to it. I was like, yo, he's right. Like, and then you see all these white collar crimes that the white people they did it with a pen. Okay, put insurance or such and such and such and such. They got
Yep.
$50 million. They get caught. You pay a little fine, go to jail for a little bit, and they
You know what
still
I'm
got
saying?
And it's
30.
club fed on top of it,
I was about
so
to say it's not even a regular. It's not
it's
even a
not even
regular
Rikers.
jail like you think. It don't look like a jail.
Yeah,
Like
It's like a
but
Rikers
they
is
resort.
jail,
keep their
jail.
money.
You can
But
go
they
golfing
keep
in there
that
and all
money.
that.
They
Yeah.
still keep that money. They come home, they still got that money. And another thing, I just want to jump off the subject. If you doing something illegal, pay taxes, please. Because if you pay
Yeah.
taxes, the IRS won't come at you.
Well, for
Yeah,
now,
that's
right?
right.
Because we supposed to have no income tax. That's
To
supposed to be
November
the next move,
25th.
but we'll see how that works out.
Yeah.
But
At
moving
this
forward,
point,
so
yeah.
what was you gonna say? What did you say,
At this
Kurt?
point, ain't nothing they're gonna do is gonna benefit us, and all the lies they're gonna do. The only thing I don't think they're gonna cut Social Security though. I think
Nah.
what they're gonna do is steal some of the money from the back end. So it's gonna take years for us to figure out that we got robbed
Well,
for
They
like half a
already
trillion.
stealing money. Look at
Because we
well,
got a
like
surplus. Remember,
let's just
Social
look at
Security
what
got a
Elon
two.
Musk is doing alone,
No, but
right?
think
He's
about it.
going
Social
after
Security
all
got
the companies that
money.
was in place to investigate his companies, right?
Yeah, of
And
course.
then he's
Yeah.
going after all these agencies and squeezing them down from the Department of Education to was it the USIDA? Like he's going
Yeah.
after all these companies, right? But the real money is in the defense contracts that he just got. He got like 300 billion in or 300 million or something in defense contracts alone. Like
Yeah.
why he ain't talking about that? Like
but I
you
think
ain't trying to find money over there, Doge. Like,
but
Douche.
see,
Douche.
I think
Douche.
all that stuff Trump doing is not gonna affect black people because we ain't got shit. We ain't got shit to affect
I just
anything.
think that we're gonna survive better than anybody else because the
Yeah, oh
fact that we
yeah.
know what
We
it's like to
always
be.
gonna
We know it's like to
like
be poor.
look, if you look at all these white people, no disrespect to them, but they trying to burn the cars up. They trying to do this, they trying to do that because it's affecting their money.
Yeah.
It's definitely affecting their money. So
Oh,
they
man.
looking at Trump.
I'm like watching Elon cry about that. Oh man.
With
He's
the
like, I don't
Tesla?
understand why
But
they
you know,
doing that.
you
What
know,
you mean you don't understand why they doing that?
he said, "Thank you."
Yeah,
What
yeah,
you
yeah.
mean?
He said,
My
"Thank you."
heart goes out to you, Elon.
He said,
My heart
He
goes
said,
out
"Heart
to
goes
you
out
on that.
to you." That's what he's trying to make it seem
Yeah.
like. He like, "Oh, my heart goes out to you." No, brother, you was doing
Yeah.
some other shit.
Listen,
But-
my heart
but-
goes out to him right now because he's crying about, people torching his
car.
the dealerships.
Yo, did
and
did you
then
see
when
the
Trump
Toyota
had his,
symbol on
his
the car?
cars in front of the White House, oh
Yeah.
man.
What about the Toyota? Somebody put a Toyota sign on the back of their Tesla Cybertruck. It looked like
Toyota
like
just
electric
dropped.
Toyota.
Hold up, Toyota just put out their first EV car,
Yeah,
and it's only $18,000.
and it's not even allowed here in America. And that
Mm-mm.
shit looks super sophisticated with super.
They
features
have
on
one
it.
I seen in that they have in America. It's like a little hatchback, and it's
Oh, I
mad
seen
small.
that one. That's the
I was at the deal.
yeah.
I was at the Toyota dealership the other day, and I seen well, not the other day, but a few months ago, and I seen it, and I was like, "Oh, that's what the new
But they
EV
got
look
one.
like."
They got one in Mexico that they're trying to get over here, and Elon Musk is blocking it because they get over here, it would kill the EV because it's a regular size sedan. They get super sophisticated. They got mad computers in it,
Yo,
and it runs off
Japan has
400
this car.
400
Yo,
miles off a
Japan's
battery.
cars are ridiculous, man. Like, oh, I want one of those. I forgot
Yeah.
the name of that car they have. This thing is, I think it drives itself.
Yeah.
It's the features are ridiculous. Like they have one that the color of the outside changes. You just press a button, change the color.
Oh yeah.
Change the
Like,
color.
I feel
that's
like having
definitely
a pink car today.
that's definitely gonna be a car
That's
that I can
crazy.
watch. I'm gonna say it right now. I may God willing, I'll be rich one day, but I will say this: I'm never gonna be able to afford that car. The one that changed color, I see something like that. They had that price tag for like $4
I'll rent
million.
it.
Rent it. What they say?
I rent it for like a
30,000.
month or something just to get tired of it.
What
And
they
I'll
say?
be all right.
30,000 to rent it for 1 month.
Huh?
What if they said 30 grand to rent for 1 month?
I mean, I'll have it like that. That's what I'm
Oh
saying. Like,
yeah. Matter of fact,
I wouldn't mind if I'm gonna spend 30 grand for 1 month versus 200,000 to keep it, and then it's gonna break on me anyway. I might as well just rent it for a month, keep it.
I'm gonna sleep in the car
Take
for like
pictures
30
with
days.
it, take video with it. I'll
You
have
should
a different
take-
color every day. My outfit, like, go in with it. Here, take it back. I'm good.
I'm gonna sleep in the car for 30 days. Fuck that for 30
The only
grand.
cars that are worth investing a lot of money into is like older cars, like classic cars. In my
Cadillac.
opinion,
Caddy?
like I got a thing for a
Steel
1981 or it's either 1981 or 1983 Corvette. Like I love the body style of the Corvette, from the
Yeah.
early 80s, the late 70s, early 80s. Then you got cars that are made in like the 60s. Even
Yeah.
like what is the DeLorean?
DeLorean, yeah.
Listen, you seen the new DeLorean? Oh my god. I don't
Wow.
know. They over here messing with people. Like, I don't know why y'all doing that.
These cars about what do you think about the tariffs that's gonna happen in April? It's about to be a shit show.
What?
It's already a shit show with the stock market, but it's gonna be a shit show with the tariffs. Because he put tariffs on everything.
I bet you he ain't
April
gonna do it
something.
again. He switched
He
up
gon-
so many. He keeps switching.
But you
up.
know
He
why?
fucking with people.
You know why it's not effective no more? Because a lot of countries is getting business from China right now. Canada's in the works of getting business from China because if they get this
Canada was
across
ready to
China,
go
it's
to
game
war
over.
with us over this. I'm like, yo, but he said it. Americans, we love y'all. We don't have a problem with y'all. It's your boy.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
exactly.
paraphrasing, but that's basically what he said. Like, we don't got nothing against y'all. And, a lot of Americans is like, nah, do what you got to do. We understand. You know what I mean?
Don't worry, just screw us. It's all right because we getting screwed by our own government anyway. So,
Exactly.
but think
Exactly.
about it. China needs oil. This is how it works. China needs oil. They're not rich in oil, so they need oil. And guess who got a lot of crude oil? Canada. So Canada's gonna start shipping oil to
And
China, and China's
Canada's
gonna start
trees.
shipping goods to Canada. And
They're
they're gonna
over here
cut us
messing with the
out. They don't
lumber and
need.
But
shit.
look,
They don't
look.
need us. When China's just looking to snatch everything from us, so they looking forward. That's why I think Trump is an operative for Putin and also China, because while they messing with USA, China's over there saying, "Oh, what y'all need? Y'all need more HIV medication? All right, I got that. What else y'all need?
Putin
Okay,
over
man,
here.
go watch out."
Putin over here treating Trump like a side chick.
He treating like a
Yeah,
bitch. You
yeah.
see that?
But
And that's
look,
not
look.
perfect.
You gonna have him on hold for an hour, yo.
but look, the crazy part, I fuck with Putin. I
Me
fuck
too.
with him. I fuck with
because
him
he's
hard.
so
Now,
evil.
Putin's the real one though. He's an OG.
Yeah, he's one of those.
He's
And
an
then-
OG.
Yeah.
How you gonna
But-
dead ass have Trump on hold for an hour, bro?
like,
Like
yo, hold up,
he's
wait
so
a
treating
minute.
you like his side chick. Like
Look what Kamala Harris said. Remember Kamala Harris said? She said Putin will chew you and spit you out. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? She said everything she said. It's sad to say, even though it was kind of her delivery wasn't the greatest, but everything she said is coming to fruition right now.
mhm.
And everybody, and you still got these ignorant people that still in denial, like, oh, it's not gonna happen. Oh, they're not gonna do that. Oh, they're not gonna. Guess what?
doing
Medicaid.
it.
Anybody on Medicaid right now? Guess what? The shit is gonna get cut because the bill's been passed already. Now they're trying to figure out how they're gonna do it. There's only one department that got a lot of money they could take from, which has 1 point something trillion dollars. That's Department of Energy
You know
and
that these
Commerce.
mofos is trying to get him in a third term.
Oh hell no! Hopefully,
They trying to listen.
fuck it.
If he's
He ain't
able
even
to
gonna
go
make
for
it
a
out of
third
the-
term, Obama better run again.
right?
Obama
He's gonna
better
make it
run.
out. I don't think he's gonna make it out of these 4 years.
I think
Trust
something
me.
gonna happen to him. No disrespect,
something gonna
but
happen to him.
and I'm not the media people. I'm not jinxing anything. I'm just saying the way he's moving, the way he fired more military, ex-military personnel ever in history in America. A lot of those guys is combat trained, and some of the domes ain't straight, and some of them are animals without a job. You
Yeah.
take an animal out of the cage, what do you think is gonna happen? Then you threaten the CIA agents. You threaten some
But
FBI
look,
agents.
look. Why you
A lot of
think?
people might have interest
Why
in
you
it.
think all them planes is crashing? He's going down in the plane. Trust me. They ain't gonna shoot him or nothing. He gonna go down in the plane. Oh, it was an accident.
Oh yeah,
Uh-oh.
FCC got it twisted. Like
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like,
we
oops.
didn't know it was coming this way, and Trump plane was coming this way, and it happened.
Trump got it bad because here's the thing: JD Vance don't like him, and JD Vance probably want him gone so he could be the president. So even him probably plotting on him. You don't know.
Like some Iron Man shit.
Think about it. I got all these
It's
people
gonna
around
come
me that
from your
wants
own
me
camp.
dead so they can get my
It-
position. That's scary business right there.
Yeah, it's gonna
Elon
come.
Musk. Yeah. No, I'm listening. What you
No.
say?
I'm saying it's gonna come from his own camp because
Yeah.
if you even look at the dealers in the street,
Yeah.
it don't come from enemies. It come from your own camp.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, look at Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah, come from your own camp and
Come from
everything.
your own camp.
And then a lot of people sitting there like, you know what? I'm tired of this motherfucker. I'm really getting tired
Big
of this
U-
motherfucker.
Big U is locked. You know Big U, right? He locked up right now because apparently he has something to do with a body, and because he became an activist. He's a rolling something crip,
Yeah,
and he
rolling
started becoming an
60s.
activist and trying to do the right thing. But he recently had beef with, he had drama on internet with what's the other guy that always talking all the time? The other
Who,
OG.
Whack?
Whack 100. Yeah, him and Whack 100 is going at it. So now he had to turn himself in, and it don't look good for the dude. His charges are crazy.
How about
They got video, they got audio evidence.
How about Gotti? They got him too.
Yep.
Hey,
Oh, it's going down.
they got
baby.
him too. But
Wow.
but see, my
Listen,
thing is this.
it's the controversy that makes it keep going around. Like this, is how these people get power. Like right now, like one person that he's off his rocker a bit, but he's still smart. Kanye West, right? Kanye
yeah.
He about to get
understands
sued by
that the more
Jay-Z.
energy that people give you, the
Yeah.
better. So no matter if that energy is good or bad for him, he's gonna take it. So just recently,
Yeah.
he over here talking smack about Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids. He used the R word. I ain't gonna say it, even though I want to. Red, you got it. You got. He called.
He the kid out of it. Kanye is going,
But I'm
Kanye
like,
don't
yo,
give
and
a
then he's
fuck.
making lists.
eventually, I just think he just need attention.
And real quick, this might sound weird. I'm gonna be in his defense about the SWAT sticker on the shirts. Number
Oh yeah,
one,
he got
the
a
SWAT
yeah.
sticker was ours. The
Yes.
SWAT
Everything
sticker
was ours,
has an
yeah.
ancient history before Hitler even touched it. And the SWAT
Yeah,
sticker
exactly.
it represents good luck and fortune and good fortune. And there's many cultures around the world that predate the hell out of Hitler that have been using the swastika in their artwork and in their practices for thousands of years. And
Yeah, that's a
Hitler
fact.
learned about that, just like he learned about a lot of stuff, because they were doing all types of experiments
Mhm.
and using all types of technologies and ancient technologies and the things that they were doing. So what they did was that they took the swastika and they wanted to change it in people's consciousnesses that it represents them now. Right? So now when people see the swastika, they automatically like, no, 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 no. Like, no, the
Yeah.
swastika is a geometrical pattern that fits into the flower of life, and that is also what we're made of. So
Mhm.
the swastika is nothing to be afraid of. So realistically, we should be wearing
I'm gonna get
swastikas.
a pen and start writing this shit. I feel like I
I'm
just
just
went to
saying, but
school
and
for a
there's
minute.
different designs of
Yeah.
the swastika. Like there's different ways
Yeah.
that it actually looks in different cultures. But realistically, we should be wearing swastikas. Why? Because they are a geometric pattern. And if you understand how this reality works, which a lot of people don't understand, we're in the matrix. This is an illusion. It's a big
Yeah.
like it's a generated reality that we all projecting. And for some interesting reason, mathematics or geometry works in the sense that you can manipulate energy in this reality. You
That's the
know,
only one thing
Yeah.
so
that's absolute is math. That's the only thing that's
Mathematics is everything.
it's
Everything goes back
everything.
to mathematics.
Listen,
So
we in the
I'm gonna get
matrix,
I'm gonna
and
get a
that's the
little deep with
mathematics to
this.
prove
I'm
it.
gonna get a little deep with this, right? Our ancestors, the ones that built the pyramids are such a perfect geometric
mhm.
pattern in terms of the
Mhm.
just the bottom circumference, not circumference, but the base of the pyramid equals the same distance around the entire planet. You have
Mhm.
there's so many like I have some of it written down, but
Yeah.
there's so many all the measurements are all identical to the speed to the speed of light.
Speed of
um
light. Yeah. Yeah.
the distance between the earth to the sun, the
Mhm.
size of the earth, like all these things
Mathematics.
are all and
Mhm.
how they did it in one structure, right? Because they understood the flower of life, they understood the geometry, they understood how this reality works. So a lot of us, we don't remember this stuff. I'm like, there's many people that, they're attracted to this information and they don't understand why. It's because your DNA remembers it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they've been working for the last 400 or 500 years to try to get you to stop remembering it.
would,
So as
would you?
long as they give you sports and alcohol and
Mhm.
big booty chicks and
He said
drugs
big
and
booty
and
chicks.
TV shows, and as long as they keep your attention over there, you will never pay attention to the information that's locked in your DNA. And you
but
do that
but
Now,
by
but
meditating.
those are the ones I call the deaf, dumb, and blind.
Yeah,
Like
well,
like
it's
like like
85%.
yeah, yeah. You don't want to. You got the knowledge yourself, but
It's
you
in there.
just don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Get it and everything.
yeah.
That's why
Well,
I always
that's because
say,
they're hypnotized. They're
yeah,
they're
it's
stuck
five
in
percent.
Well, think
Yeah.
about it like this. You gotta ask yourself a question: why is it so important for politicians to spend so much money on ads?
because
Because
they
they know,
understand psychology.
yeah, it's all psychology.
Yeah.
Because think about it: the person that spend the most money on ads tend to be the winner of the race, even though the other person ain't shit. I mean, even though he ain't shit and he don't got nothing to offer, and everybody know he ain't crap, but because he put so much ads out, it start to program in people's brain. Oh, I'm gonna go for this
Yeah.
person,
I
Yeah.
think
and
it
Yeah.
then
was,
and
I'm
then
not
constantly see the
sure
same
who
person
it
over and
was,
over.
one of the founding fathers. It might have been John Adams, but one of them specifically said in a quote, I'm paraphrasing a bit here, but he said that we want to make the slaves' minds, we want to close out any light to them understanding who they are and bring their consciousness down to the level of an animal. And they said that because they understood psychology. They
Yeah,
Yeah.
understood,
Back
if you
then.
lock people up and torture and rape and plunder and do all these things to them, that over time, and more importantly, they went after the women, right? You
Mhm.
go
yeah.
after the woman. Why? Because not only is she raising the children, so she's going to instill with them what you tell her to do, you're also, traumatizing her to a point where that gets imprinted into her eggs, which now gets imprinted to the children. They did studies that they found that after slavery, um 2 and 3 generations later, the kids are still coming out with some of the same type of triggers as their great great grandparents that were actually in slavery. Or
But
you would see them and they just have like a stuck face. Like they're just
But when you look at the
stuck.
Willie Lynch letter made it so they attacked the man because if you're the family, as a family, as you, your wife, and 2 kids, the best thing you do is attack the man because he's supposed to be the strongest thing that you know.
That's to
So
break
once you
the
attack, once
protection
you break them
aspect of
down,
it.
and it's called buck button. They used to do that in Jamaica, buck button, when they rape the man in front of the woman, or beat him near to death in front of the woman to show her how powerful, powerless he is. So now she see him getting his ass kicked, and he's supposed to be the powerful person in her life. So now it's easy for her to be subservient to the slave master because the person that she known to have the power is her husband, and the kids and everybody get the chance to witness that. Now they all follow suit. So that's what they used to do. That's one way of breaking this down. And then as far as the dysfunctionality is to create the light skin gets the dark, the older gets the young, the
Yeah,
fat
they got to
gets
create
skinny.
division.
They create division. And to this day, we still have these kind of divisions that we had a hard time overcoming. And that's why some people call us a society of individuals.
The worst division that we have right now is black men against black women.
Oh my God, they did a great job.
Yo,
Good
they have
job.
succeeded in exactly what they wanted to do.
But I just say that right there, they fell victim. Like that's what I say about this generation. They fall victim to anything, and you know what I'm saying. You sit there, and like you said, they train you to dislike your own people.
To dislike
Also,
yourself first.
Yeah, yeah.
Then you
Also,
dislike people.
Yeah. Also, they trained us 50 years ago that we wasn't nobody. So that's why they put that in the schools. Because like I said, I got great aunts and stuff never heard of slavery. They said slavery. What the fuck are you talking about? Like I'm sitting there looking at them. Slavery wasn't even taught. Like because it was they mothers and fathers and aunts and uncles teaching them. Mm-hmm. So when 50 years later, who's teaching us? White people.
That's true. Yeah.
So they said, okay, we gotta like just like the what you call that? The Black Wall Street. Like back then, we knew who we was and we thrived and we came up.
But I think
not only did we know who we were forced to work together.
That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why I think we succeed the way we did is because we wasn't allowed to commingle with the other races, so we had no choice but to do good.
But you know what too? We was that before the white people even came. We wasn't forced back then. We was making it happen.
In the 1920s when during Tulsa. We wanted
no. I'm talking about before that. I'm talking about before.
You're talking about the 1800s.
Yeah.
The Native Americans and the free slaves or the ones that ran away. That's what they were doing.
Yeah. We already was there. The Tulsa stuff. They was taught by people in the 1800s. Yo, this is what y'all got to do to survive. And they kept teaching.
They should have taught them to have a military.
Exactly
that part. But the thing is. No, go ahead, Red. I'm sorry.
No, but all the people that was trying to do the military, they killed them off quickly.
Damn.
They killed them off quickly.
But the what I was gonna say is that when they did end segregation, right? This is where it messed up the black structure so much more because once. For the longest time, you wasn't allowed to go into a white man's store. You wasn't allowed to shop in a white man's thing. So what did you want to do? I want to go there now. I want to do this now. Now I'm going to go. So what did you do? You now neglected your brother's business. You neglected, this other black person's business.
And they went out of business.
Eventually, the black businesses shut down. And now, where did all the money go? It went into the white businesses. They even had they had training videos.
Yeah,
I seen one of the training videos that they were telling white people how to sell to black people.
Yes.
They were saying, "Oh, they want to get the most expensive stuff, present them with the most expensive, but it's still cheaply made stuff. Just because they want to feel valuable."
And that's after the Black Wall Street, because then their mind was like, then when the segregated came, when they was going to the school, that's why they wanted to stop like black people go to white people's schools so they can train them. Okay, we can tell them our history. We're gonna tell them God is white, Jesus is this, such and such and such. Because like I even said this a long time ago, back then it was John F. Kennedy and Martin Luther King and white Jesus on your great grandmother wall. And you
but
was
the scary part about it, black people still don't feel
spoon.
it. Black people still don't feel. Yeah, that's true. Black people still feel like they don't got no self-value, because if they did, they won't be buying all this clothing, these cars.
Well, that's why right now
we feel we have to buy the stuff to get self-value.
Well, we're in the age of Aquarius now, so this is the age of truth and ascension and higher consciousness, right? So you got people like me, and I just actually came from Sedona because I went out to a spiritual retreat out there, and there's more people even out there, and there's people all over the place that want to teach more about self-love, about mindset training, about how powerful your emotions are. They want to teach you all of these things. Why? Because we have to move in that direction now.
Yeah.
It's like we've been mind fucked for so long out here, we have no choice but to go within now. And more importantly, it has to be seen as totally awesome to do. Yeah.
Malcolm X said it the best. He said the Negro problems, once the Negro learn to love himself, his problems will fall by the wayside.
Absolutely.
Because if you love yourself, you're not gonna allow yourself to go through the shit you go through.
Absolutely. And you
you can love other people too.
Won't accept anything less than what you deserve.
Yeah.
And plus a lot of them are scared. Like a lot of them is scared to die. And sometimes you got to, like, my thing is this. I'm all about military. I'm all about that life and everything. Like I'd rather, I ain't even gonna say it because we probably gonna get bad.
I get what you're gonna say though, and I think the audience do too. So I guess it's unspoken. They understand, but some things we're not gonna say
sitting there. We sitting there and we marching and we trying to fight and trying to do this and trying to do that.
That's not gonna do it.
Nah, it's not.
You know what's gonna do it is become more financially literate. Go to the damn library. You can get the PDFs for free on the site now. Like, you don't even need to walk into a physical library anymore. You can go online to the website with your library card, and you can rent a PDF version of a book. Learn finance. Learn the stock market. Learn about options. Learn about all that.
I want to show y'all something. What I'm reading right now. Hold up.
Yeah, go get it.
Go get it. Book downstairs.
There's a really good book written by Tony Robbins called Money Master the Mind, and there's so many different books. The Black Panther Party.
I got that book downstairs.
So I'm all for the Black Panther Party. I just have a bone to pick with the way they treated the black women in that movement, and it's still. I think it's just a branch off of misogyny and also just patriarchy in general. But these guys was foul towards women. Seriously, like it was
some of them.
I wouldn't put them all.
No. I got uncles,
but there was enough.
No. Yeah. I got uncles in them.
Yeah, my mom.
That'll tell you a whole different
But they
story.
learn how. Listen, the only reason, and I hope black men hear me when I say this shit, and I hope it penetrates. You only learn how to abuse your women because the massa abused you. Period. That's the only, and you watch them abuse your women. So you learned how to abuse your woman from the very person that you hate. And now you just practice the same shit that they're doing. Just like when a children see their father beating on their mother, now they grow up and they beat on their women. It's no different. Yeah. Like this disdain and hate that you have for black women, you were taught that shit.
That's what I'm saying. You got some people that wasn't bred for this. And then you got other people that was bred. Like I know men that hold their queens up to the highest.
Oh, absolutely. And you got the insecure, childish ones that be doing the BS.
Yeah. You got, and then, but we don't talk about the people that break their backs for their ladies and families and everything. we always talk about the negative.
So I'm gonna also put this out there. Black men that are doing right by your woman, your black woman, and your children and your family, thank you. Please continue doing what you're doing. We love you. We appreciate you. And find the next knucklehead that you can and teach him how to do it too. Or just go find these young kids and start teaching them the way that you learn. You know,
Zizzo.
Huh?
I pay for you. If you said the swastika is peace, I pay for you. Put it on your arm.
Well, number one, I don't have any tattoos. That's number one. And two, I would wear a swastika on a shirt because I know what it represents. I know what it means. I would get the shirt. I would get a shirt with a swastika, right? And then I would put under it exactly what it means. I'd put the meaning of it on there. So if somebody has a problem, why don't you read it?
They're like, no, but that symbol right there.
Yeah.
Listen, the best way for them to get you away from your power is to demonize it. So you keep on staying in that spell.
That's why people think voodoo is a problem. It's really not as bad as you think it is.
Nah.
I learned a lot about voodoo. I learned a lot, and there's some things in there that's powerful that can help people.
You got people that are loving their religion so much that they think that Egypt is heathen. What?
That's crazy. But I want to send a shout out. I want to send a real shout out because I know we get ready to time down. I want to say welcome home to Paris Stapleton. Welcome home, brother.
Paris.
Yeah, Paris. I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into the thing.
No. Just send your shout out. That's all. That's all. But we wouldn't be Awareness Academy 411 without giving a little bit of jewels, a little bit more jewels.
Yeah.
So before we jump off of here, I could give y'all so many different things. So because we always talk about, we want to talk about health and wellness and eating healthy and everything. I will say, if you can do anything differently, try to eliminate sugar out your diet. Try to calm down on how much alcohol you're drinking. Try to cut your portions in half. Drink more water. Cut soda out of your fast. Even if you do intermittent fasting, where you don't eat your first meal until noon, and your first meal has to be fruit.
Yeah.
Do not break your fast with eggs.
Yeah. I eat fruit at what I eat my breakfast. I eat my breakfast at 8:30, and I eat fruits, and I won't eat another meal until 6 o'clock.
Yeah, like this is
coffee.
Like you don't require as much food as you think you do.
Nah,
you know what I mean? If you're eating the right foods, you could just drink water. If you want to go kick it up a notch, get you some liquid vitamins or something, put it in your water. Get you some electrolytes. Get you some zeolites. We spoke about zeolites before. The zeolites pulls heavy metals out of your body because it's charged ions made from volcanic ash. Like, you know,
they keep it
he's about to pull out the zeolites. He got it. Mine is in the kitchen.
They keep it 100. They keep it 100 for anybody that's starting out. If you feel like this is too much in the beginning, at least do it fast and then eat the bad meal that you want to eat. But at least that'll be one meal instead of 5 of those meals in one day.
Yeah, like just cut your portions. Like,
that's a fact.
And don't eat meat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like, meat for breakfast, meat for lunch, meat for dinner, Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Like, chill. You know what I mean? Like eat a bowl of cereal and not no Fruity Loops either. Like, find you something healthier.
And plus,
get you some Special K or something.
And plus, no milk. Try to drink coconut.
Oh yeah, mess with that. I make my own milk now because it tastes way better to make my own. I make my coconut almond milk.
Get yourself some Bustelo. It's very healthy. It got health properties. And if anybody understand about dieting and weight loss, one of the biggest components that help with weight loss and also help with your heart, it's been proven in a lot of studies. They tried to discredit it before, but now it came back, is coffee. Coffee helps with weight loss. It helps
coffee helps. Green tea helps. Matcha tea helps. Black tea helps.
How about mushroom coffee that I see all on the internet?
It got health properties, but it doesn't give you no energy. It don't have energy.
I mean, me personally, I had an allergic reaction from it because I don't know which mushroom I'm allergic to.
Got
want
because
oyster.
you know most of these mushroom coffees have like a mixture of mushrooms, so
Yeah.
I can't really tell which one I'm allergic to. But I never really had a thing for mushrooms unless a thing
What
was
about
magical.
vegan meat like oyster mushrooms? They made it
I
like
want to
chicken.
try those.
It tastes just like
I don't know how
chicken.
I'm gonna react to it, but I want to try the oyster mushrooms. But
Yeah.
we got to get out of here.
Oh,
And I hope everybody enjoyed our show. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, hit us up. We also have the Cash App. You can hit it up, Zizzo Life, LYFE, the ZIZZO LYFE, if you wanted to donate to the cause. Yeah, like I said, just check us out. We here every week. Yeah, Awareness Academy 411. So I'm your girl Wendy Zizzo here with Nappy Red and Kirk the Jerk,
Salute.
and we out here.
peace.